Let's get it. As Juan Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else, where we do not teach you to rise to the occasion here, folks. What we do teach you how to do is to fall to your level of preparation. Back south after an unbelievable time in St. Augustine, Florida, back again, checking and getting back into the normal grind. We got Stay Hired Sunday coming in a couple hours. Gonna try to do it around noon today, but at some point today, it'll get done. We're breaking down the odd jobs and the value in them. And I mean, listen, that just saying that kind of brings me to today's Move Swiftly thought. Well, I want to just kind of give you a brief recap of what I picked up, what I learned, what was St. Augustine all about. So the reason we decided to go to St. Augustine was because my parents actually are flying to Atlanta. So there was some consideration of, from going from South Florida to St. Augustine and then heading to Atlanta for the 5-hour trip. But we just cut that idea. We would spend more time driving than enjoying vacation and stuff like that. And, St. Augustine is the only part of Florida that I personally have never actually visited. So I was like, let's park it in St. Augustine and see what it's all about. And I'd say the trip was incredible. Aside from some situations with the hotel, not as pleasant of a hotel experience as what we expected, but aside from that, it was a fantastic time. I mean, getting there, just the concept and the idea and the way these kind of this small town works and how it comes to life. How it comes to life during certain events and how people are prepping for that day because they know that day is going to be a whole lot of people and they're just prepping for that day. So, we got there the Thursday, July 3rd. We got there July 3rd. We checked in and then we went to this Bronx style. It's me and my girlfriend, by the way, if you didn't know. We went to this Bronx style pizza place and, seeing that she was born actually born in Jersey, born up in the Northeast area. Got a lot of family, as do I, got a lot of ties and a lot of families in New York. It was cool to just be a part of, taking what New York has built. It was called Bronx style pizza and it's in St. Augustine, Florida, and they're thriving there. They have a feeling there where, if you're from New York or whatever, from the Northeast, it gives you that vibe off. And that was lesson number one. It was a great experience, just experiencing that, seeing that we were in, a different part of the world, but still they bring that vibe. And that's the power of what business can do. So the next morning, July 4th, as always, I wake up, I take my run, and I run from the hotel where it's right downtown. So I got a chance to see Flagler College. No one was there. I'm there early in the morning, running over a bridge and, making sure I'm seeping it all in. And actually, like I was telling you that day, I saw someone that I actually knew from Orange Theory. We got to chopping it up a little bit, and it was great because after I woke her, after she woke up, and we got all our stuff kind of together. We walked and we got our lunch at this hibachi. I had sushi for the first time, actual raw fish for the first time, and she was attempting to teach me how to use fucking the chopsticks or whatever it was, and I obviously failed miserably doing that. We'll try again another day, but we ended up walking downtown, sightsee, got a chance to sightsee, look at the artifacts and look at all the great things that St. Augustine has to offer. It was both of our first time actually being there. Then we walked back after that and took a nap, and then we walked back to downtown. Didn't have to use my car, did not have to drive one bit, so we were able to walk back to where they had the fireworks playing. And the biggest takeaway, the biggest thing for me, as I kind of so once the fireworks happened and all the, you saw all the people and everyone was all excited, and then we went to listen to some live music, and them rockers absolutely had it. But here was the biggest takeaway for me, and I was telling her as we were on the way back, and I'll tell you guys, it was so interesting and so great to me how I got a chance to see the entire town transform from start to finish. It was a huge lesson for me, business, personal, everything, because understand, I woke up before dawn, before the sun had come up, and I saw how, no one was there. It was absolutely nobody in this town. And then to see it transform into this huge major event was absolutely the most rewarding part of the entire thing, because that's life. You never know, hey, if you keep chugging along, if you let things happen naturally, and many times a lot of this stuff starts making sense. You don't start forcing anything. You don't force force life, you don't force things to happen, and things start naturally coming together. So that was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. And yesterday morning we woke up, we went, got breakfast. That was one of the issues that we had with the hotel. The breakfast was not at all acceptable. All right, it's called Magnolia Hotel. I do not recommend that place at all. But fortunately for us, there was a nice breakfast spot next door where we went, and then unfortunately after, we went to shop at outlets and all that kind of stuff, and then we headed back south yesterday. So all in all, it was a great trip. Looking forward to getting back to work. It was great because this was our time to really, establish a game plan for what we're going to be executing next. And just now, I'll tell you guys now, just announce it now, the boxing lessons are coming back. They're officially coming back. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Between, what I'm doing at the school, between YouTube, books, and employee development workshops, the boxing lessons have got to come back because it's giving me an opportunity to really express, and it centers me, right? It centers me, it puts me in front of the right-minded people, and also it's a great thing to learn as you're developing a family and as we're building and we're getting really clear on what our overall long-term plans are and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this out. Appreciate all the support. I've been getting to appreciate everybody. This is going to be incredible. We're all past halfway through 2025. Got to get ready for 2026 because it's coming, whether you like it or not. Will you be ready is the question. All right. So main website to check out to dive deeper into all of this, it's makeyourmove.com. That's MAKEYAMOVE.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and your self-development needs. As one, Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker. Check it out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.